Progress.
You ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't worry about it.
So I'd like to call this meeting to order on October 7th, 2024,
Time.
and the time is 5:03. So will the secretary do roll call?
Yeah, to Commissioner Byer. Here. Commissioner Maniakis. Here. That's it, right? Good enough.
Mananakis?
Maniakis, Chair Colley,
Here.
and Commissioners Oglesby and De Leon are absent without notice.
Okay. Will the secretary, well, we have our, we have no minutes today. So make sure I have this agenda proper. We'd like to approve the last agenda,
This agenda.
this agenda. Well, we don't have anything.
We have an agenda.
We have an agenda?
This will have minutes.
We have minutes. Okay. So do you have minutes? Who would like
I don't have
to?
minutes, we have an agenda, but I don't know, do you have an agenda?
Well, that would be for last meeting. That's what we want to.
No, the agenda, the current one that I sent.
You want to, okay.
Today.
So who would like to, is there any discussion on minutes
Agenda?
on the agenda?
Are we adding anything, are we gonna?
Do you want to add reviewing the master plan? Are you going to do that today, or are you gonna wait for the other chairs?
What do you think?
Well, this will probably only take about a half hour.
We can give an update on the Crestone Living Wisdom project a little bit.
Sure.
Okay.
And then under old business?
Mm. So are there any corrections or discussions?
Just that one.
All right, so the minutes stand approved.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minute or the agenda for,
For today,
October 7th.
October 7th, yeah.
their second.
Second. Okay.
Now,
I'll say aye.
all in favor?
Hmm?
All in favor?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. I'm new at this.
She's still learning her to share role.
I've checked my Robert's rules of order. Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. Okay, the next order of business is, well, we have citizens' comments, or do
Yeah.
we approve the agenda from last meeting?
No agenda from last.
Okay, so we
We
don't.
do citizens comments,
Citizens, are there any citizens' comments? Not yours.
unless you want to speak as a citizen.
Not yet, huh? Okay, so, the next order is, reports. Are there any reports?
No, we'll give a report on the,
Yes.
Living Wisdom project.
You wanna give that now?
No,
Oh. On old business? Yeah.
let's just go to new business.
Okay, so new business, and that is, yeah. Thomas R. Scanlon and Kathy, Thomas and Kathy Scanlon. All right, have you read this?
I have,
Okay,
yep. The only question I had was whether you had discussed what happened with the taps and the tap fees and stuff like that.
Yep.
We reviewed all that.
I haven't had a chance to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Is that's separate?
Yeah, I was gonna keep it separate. I was gonna call them after this meeting.
Okay.
Since you're here, I could talk to you right now.
Okay, yeah. That was the only thing, it was something that came up, because she didn't realize that we had a 30-day, we changed the ordinance, and there's a 30-day time when it falls into that, period, and then when you applied, it was after that period, so then you have to talk to her about what happened exactly. It wasn't a big deal, it's just that we're kind of putting it back on the owners to to basically cover the expenses of the work and stuff like that. You'll save some money on the tap itself.
Yep.
But as far as the cost of things, it will be on you because the town was losing a lot of money.
Yep.
I'm sure you,
We are charging the tap fee as well, correct?
yeah, there's,
So I will have to assess those tap fees that I thought I could waive.
I mean, she'll explain.
But we can talk about it.
Yeah.
The main thing is that what happened was for the past, I don't know how many years since we had the water system and the sewer system, we've been charging, first of all, we charged tap fees that have never increased. So we've been losing money on that because they should increase, you know, at least every few years. And so we have probably the lowest tap fees in the state right now. So that's number one. And so those are gonna start going up a little bit too, but you're gonna kind of fall into the category of them not being raised, so that's a good thing. Well, there's a whole thing with that because, the Water and Sanitation District is, asking us to give them half of their tap fees. So they usually charge $5,000 for their tap fees. 2,500 is what they're gonna be charging us per tap because we connect to their system. We're not gonna issue that to you because we haven't signed that contract yet, the IGA, so you're good on that. However, recently we changed the rule. We used to pay for everybody's, installation and labor on all taps, which is to our disadvantage as a town, because basically it's cost more now to install stuff, than it did to even when we received the tap money, so we were losing money. And so now what we're doing is we're making the landowners pay for their installation and their materials and charging a tap fee, and that tap fee goes into a special fund for capital improvements and.
Now, there's already, if I may, there's already a tap there.
Yeah, so because that, you won't have to pay for any of those materials.
Yeah.
There, you'll just have to pay for the materials to run into the center of wherever you're putting your house.
Yeah.
So, and then you have to pay the tap fee, because it's. Normally, when there was taps put in, people who paid, there would be a file on your property, but there was no file on the property that stated that the tap fee was paid.
Yeah.
So. Ariel will explain further. It's gonna
And
cost
sewer's there too, I think, because.
both the sewer and,
Yeah, there's he's sprayed in.
yes,
So you got that, and then
So-
sewer's next to it.
it might cost a little more, but it's still way under any amount that it would cost to tap into any other town by
Right.
half of, if not a third.
Yeah, no
So,
problem.
yeah,
And we'll meet after.
yeah.
Great.
And the setbacks are in order?
Yeah, so what's the, no, what's the zoning of this particular, rural, RL,
Residential low density.
low density? So you need 3 to build on,
Yeah, and so they have 7, 8, and 9.
perfect,
Wow.
but you have to have 3, so. They bought it as a buildable lot.
Good. So 75-foot setbacks, you get all the setbacks here on
So there's 3, you're building on 2 lots,
Three.
and then one's empty or
No, they're all
all
together.
together?
Yeah, 7, 8, and 9.
yeah, but you're only building on 8, right?
No,
Middle.
well, the house is on 8, but 7, 8, and 9,
Or make one building lot.
Yeah, one
make
minute.
one building lot. And then the setbacks, I think, are like 10 feet and, but we're like 50
You're
feet.
I
15.
think it's the same where I'm at, I have 3 and 2, and then
Low
one's
density.
just sitting there.
If you look in your book for low density,
Okay, and
but you
then,
don't have to.
Yeah.
They,
But it's in the application.
Yeah.
okay. Yes, what you need to know.
It's about like 50 feet on each side and 72 on one side.
Right.
Yeah.
so I would make a motion that we recommend the approval of this application and, move forward with,
Yeah.
whatever else it takes to finalize their building permit, which is probably just going to the clerk and building inspector. We don't have to, it doesn't even have to go before the board. Second. And
And, is there any discussion on it?
All in favor?
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. You,
I did. Okay,
congratulations.
you done?
And good luck. That easy. Luckily, we live in a small town and we have very little red tape.
So far.
Do I have to stay for the rest and just?
No, please, stay.
Okay. So next we've got, old business. And, we'll have a review of the Living Wisdom buildings. Building of the Living Wisdom property.
Okay, so. The reason I'm bringing this up with the planning commission is because the planning commission was the original
Yeah.
people. And this happened in 2021. We originally passed we approved this planned unit development. However, we can't find the original plans. I don't know if they ever delivered the original plans, like the blueprints.
What did they show us then?
Well, we had plans, but I don't know if they were in full format, you know.
Yeah.
Did it show like 10 feet from the road, 15 feet?
Well, that's what we're coming up against, is that they're saying that their original plans had setbacks. That they had the same setbacks that they have now. That's what they're claiming. I can read you.
Do they have an original plan? Do they have an original plan? Don't they have their own copy?
Yeah, we have it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna read you their letter.
Right.
This happened on September 19th, so. I don't know, 20 days ago. CPCH board has reviewed the stop work order. We issued a stop work order. Delivered to Living Wisdom Village project site on September 3rd, 2024. It's CPCH's understanding that there are two outstanding concerns about the Living Wisdom design. Number one, the north setback of the community center. To set two sets of prints, 100% CD PUD submittal, 226-21 plans were provided to the town, which we can't find. We have some of them, but they're only the buildings. We don't have like
Yeah.
setbacks, but they've included them in here.
Okay.
Provided to the town with the final PUD plan. Page C4 from the design follows this letter. This design shows that the setbacks currently being built are the same as were approved twice by the Building Planning Commission and twice by the Board of Trustees during the final plan unit development approval process. The approved full final PUD submittal plans will be sent to the town clerk via Dropbox with this letter. Because the plan submitted with the final PUD plan showed the setbacks and those plans were approved by the town, CPCH proceeded with construction using the setbacks shown in the approved plans. Now,
Excuse me. That was the original design, not with this company that's building now. Right?
so both sets of plans, so these new sets of plans show that the setback is infringed on. They weren't turned in until the day after our planning commission meeting. We approved it because we were told that they were gonna follow the original plans.
Oh, right, and there were very few changes.
Very few changes, you remember that?
Was that this year?
No, that was last year,
Yeah.
December, was it December 2023 or?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, something like that, December 2023. So they came in here, we had board members, Adam, Kizen, and we had our group, and we had Dennis was there. And were you there?
Yeah,
So it must have been this year.
it was this time this year, it was February or March of this year, like I was freshly clerk.
Right.
And then we came in and said, we talked about it here at the planning commission meeting and talked about how nothing was going to be changed, so we recommended approval, and then the plans came in the very next day, like the full.
The new plans.
All right, so what's the new plan and the old plan in terms of?
So if you look,
So they intended kind of like to trick whoever was here,
I
saying
don't-
it's gonna be the
I
same.
don't think they were even conscious of ours, they were.
well, the issue that I have is that the building permit that they submitted, the building application they submitted states on there that they were gonna follow 25-foot setbacks.
Oh, that's
Which-
right.
Which is not what they're following, obviously. Now, the setbacks for rural residential are 20 feet all the way around.
Okay,
So had they said they were only gonna do a 5-foot setback on that side, maybe we would have been able to see it because they have to put the zoning says rural residential.
What is it? What is the setback?
5 feet.
Yeah, okay, so we didn't notice that.
It's really
We
five,
didn't notice that.
We didn't notice. it.
It's 5.
it's like right on the road, I thought it was maybe 10.
One of the biggest issues, had the road been a normal road at a 60-foot road,
Yeah.
there wouldn't have been as big a deal with it butting up against that, but this road is only 29 feet wide.
Okay.
So it's like,
Because it's at the edge of town, I can show you on that map as well.
It's right beyond, the charter school. So it's up the hill from you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Their road is. So you see how it's wide over here, and narrow all the way down here. So right here is like 20 feet. So if it was a normal 60-foot, this is 60. If it was a normal 60-foot, you would have had a much bigger,
it wouldn't be shading the houses across the street.
it wouldn't be, right?
So why is it narrow? Because of the dirt road?
No, because the whole town is set inside of a big triangle, or big square.
Square, yeah.
And
Yeah.
in order to get all these streets to line up and all the lots to line up, they had to sort of maneuver it. So you see over here, there's no street, that's Birch, so there's very little.
Yeah.
And over here, it's really wide, and then over here, it gets narrower, and then it's really narrow over here.
Uh,
I mean.
Well, it's half.
So, yeah, 25. Alleys are all 16.
Exactly.
And Galena is 80 feet. It's the
Oh,
only street that's 80,
Yeah, and Alder, these are the
That's
widest.
40. 60, 60, 60.
But what about this one?
This one turns out to be only 29 feet.
Yeah, but I mean, can you widen it? Is it wide?
Can we widen it? No. So what happened was this piece of land right here was outside of the town.
Yeah.
And then when Robert Filio, this is Robert Filio's land, he donated the whole 40 acres. Or, no, I shouldn't say that. He annexed the whole 40 acres, then broke it up, so his son owned these 3.
Uh-huh.
He put in his road,
Uh-huh.
which is Hemlock, it's not in there right now, but you can see it. And then donated this to the school with this kind of road in the middle, and then this to the town. And then-
This is the controversial piece of land, right?
No,
No.
track 1 is owned by the town, this is the controversy.
Ah. Okay.
This is charter school, it's not part of town, but it's owned by the charter school.
Yeah.
It has an L shape,
Is it POA?
no, it's
Okay.
county,
Yeah.
unincorporated.
Yeah.
That's where they're building the trail.
Town owns this piece right here, 9 acres right here,
Yeah.
9 lots right here, sorry.
Yeah.
9 acres right here,
Yeah.
or 8.34, plus whatever the road is. So it comes to about 10.
So the problem is that it's too narrow a street.
That's one of the
That's one of
problems.
the problems.
Right, but they're also building.
Right on, it, right on.
One of, right here. It's actually right,
Yeah, it's right there.
this is all clear cut now. So like the last year. So the problem is that, there's a bunch of problems. One is that we had kind of a miscommunication from them. There's a few letters that they wrote that stated they were gonna follow the setbacks. They didn't. Then we have a letter or a thing from the lawyer saying that one of the original lawyer in 2021 saying that a PUD actually overrides all setbacks. So that doesn't help us. So basically, there's a controversy. So then I talked to an engineer today, and he said, usually planned unit developments override the normal setbacks.
Mhm.
So we have that, which is kind of a
For
controversy.
the board approving overrides the setback.
The board approving a PUD overrides setbacks. So now we're in a place where it's like, are we gonna argue against their building permit because it's under the.
How we close the road.
And that's kind of what we're getting to. So.
I mean, yeah.
So what we're thinking about doing maybe, and this is gonna come up, and it's still kind of in negotiation, and I don't know. I guess it's gonna come out in the public. But basically, one idea, I'll just say my idea, would be to vacate this road, half of it would go to them, half of it would go to them. And then we would basically have like a line drawn somewhere over here,
Yeah.
and they would only have partial road. Then that's another, then we could theoretically open up this road, because you guys have to deal with that as well, where you actually have a road on each side, which is the only place in this whole town that has that.
What do you mean?
There are road on each side.
Right
They're
here.
copper and lime. So
Oh,
like, look at, there's no other piece of land on this, because it has a road on each side of every lot.
This then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're farther down. So
It's
seven,
kind of nice, you have that extra 60 feet of protection.
but I don't see any road.
But when it gets up here, there's no houses on this land. But we're talking about maybe creating like a dirt road going up this way for access. And then lines to
Okay.
get
All right, yeah, that's all right, you.
vacated there and go to half and half and go to the owners, and then they can just do what they want, and if they don't have road, so be it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's housing here, it's a property. Oh.
Yeah, that's Dea and Zane Dea.
Yeah, they, oh, okay,
No, this is Dea.
that's the,
Oh,
yeah, Dana.
this is empty.
That's empty.
Oh,
These are for sale.
Oh, they're right next to each other.
Is this part of the 40 acres? No. The
This?
40 acres, yeah,
No,
that
this is
belongs
not-
to on Galena Street. Is
No,
that what
this-
that is? Yeah,
Oh, it just doesn't show.
Actually, it's right-
yeah,
So.
I think I've walked
Right.
it and I've gone up that way.
So actually, so if you drew a line right here,
Yeah,
this is the Shantara property, here's the houses,
uh-huh,
and this is for sale.
ooh.
At like $1 million or whatever.
Oh,
And then this 40 acres here that has, this is all the Calvin's land.
yeah,
There's this property, and then this 40 acres is Steve Hume, and then actually we own this 20.
Oh, I don't know, Steve.
And then Sean lives, huh? Right, huh?
I don't know, Steve.
Yeah, I know, what's Steve.
so wait a minute, that 40 acre piece of land that was a yoga center
He's here,
is there.
yeah.
Oh,
Draw a line right from here.
oh, that's what's going on, the million, right? Yeah, no, even.
Right, and then he has, see, here's the road coming in, so they have a little,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then the road comes in, and then this is
Oh,
the
yeah.
house. This is the barn. But point being, access to these properties,
Yeah,
we might have to create eventually. So we don't have to go all the way in and do that, but at some point they might want access, so
yeah,
we might have to go this way and this way, or this way.
yeah, probably, yeah.
But we can do some, if we, I mean, we have to get
They
approved.
have to pay.
Well, that's the other
Uh-huh,
question.
yeah.
Or this one?
Yeah.
As far as holding. I don't think so. Maybe just setback elevation.
Okay, so that's, all the other problems that we had with them were solved.
No. Oh, as far as,
Oh,
the drain, yeah, copies, yeah, everything else is.
All right, so that's, okay, so is that what you think you're gonna do then?
Yeah, so what happened with the tap fees was that they ended up, they had to do a whole extension and then they had to do this, this little road here. So what they did was, they gave us a quote, and if we had to pay for it, it would have been really expensive, but it was like $500,000 to do it.
Uh-huh.
And, they ended up giving us a $25,000 contribution.
Oh, so you're still into it with 25,000,
They gave that, yeah, that's what they gave us, as like, but,
and that was for what, building a road in here?
no, that was for basically in lieu of tap fees.
In lieu of tapping, so how do you get into this right here, right?
The property?
Yeah, and
It
then,
goes like this up, and then it goes down.
oh, okay, all right, so that's the way you drive in to get in, so you really can't close off this road.
Well, that's what, we could vacate it and give them 15 feet, and that's all they would have, and then the owners over here get 15 feet.
Wow, that's kind of narrow for like somebody who's moving in with a big truck.
They can't put any roads in here, probably.
Yeah,
They can extend it and push the building. a
Well,
little
they can't have, because it's.
We'll find out about
they
vacating,
don't
so
have
what
sidewalks
it
there,
actually
right?
would
I
happen.
think they have
They half and half.
a foundation, yeah, so they really
So all the
can't.
way up, everybody would get half, they would get half, and they would get.
Personally, also, I mean, if you could expand the road that way.
I mean, if they build that close, it's like.
Okay, so what is happening here that you cannot do setbacks? They have cement, they poured
They pour the clear.
a footer, and what is, here is what?
It's that high,
Okay,
of concrete,
yeah, and they can't move it.
I mean, they could.
What else can do that?
Construction. Probably, if they were to get moved, it would be a court order. The town cannot necessarily
Yeah,
they're gonna fight it in court.
they was like,
So that if they lie in the proposal, then there's proof in good faith, we can.
It's not that they lie.
And then. Once it kind of.
They lied in their, on the application.
they lied. You have
They
that printed?
didn't.
You have it printed?
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying there's no changes from the original.
Yeah, there was
Public
a,
comment.
It is.
okay, so what else? Anything else?
No, it's just, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen.
Are they building still? Are they working on? I think
They
they
stopped.
were still working.
They didn't,
The stop order was just to stop work on that section.
On that
of the
line.
line, so they can continue work on other.
There's only one footer? How high is, how big
you
is
should
it?
go up there and take a look.
I will.
Yeah, that way you don't have any.
I looked at Thursday, they weren't building, but they were like speeding up and down the school road and stuff.
I mean, we can tell them that, you know, that they're gonna have to stop the other construction, so it's not like they're, you know, they can blame us.
This is never gonna
Yeah,
happen.
that's what it says in the stop order, it just says that particular part of the line, and I confirmed to them via email that it was just that particular
So
area.
they can go in and work.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Just,
Just not,
just the area
It's
that's
just not in
question.
that area.
I'm just not supposed to work in this area.
yeah, right there where it's still in controversy. Too bad. Okay,
Do you guys have any questions about it?
No.
Are you feeling the effects of it? You're probably also feeling the effects of the, well, you have
construction, yeah.
construction and then also that safe routes to school road that went in.
Well, they water it pretty good.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they said they're gonna water it and maintain it down to the stop sign.
Okay.
So they level it and then the big water truck goes by, so it keeps the dust.
Oh, good. Yeah, ideally, it would be nice to have that whole area paved, all the way up line,
Yeah, that's,
because,
You'll wear it out.
I mean, over here, this intersection just gets so rutted out, and
that's
Yeah.
really, they should go to turn, yeah.
I did get a quote from the county, and they'll do it for like a wholesale per se plus 5%,
Yeah,
and it was still like $300,000.
right, yeah, yeah.
So, just for, I mean, that was just a guess, from here all the way up to the top.
Oh, so this is,
Buffer
that's
drainage.
right, it's all over, this is this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Even half.
And this too, because this is really bad right here.
Yeah, just like right here. Oh, it would be, yeah.
But also this curve is not so good in winter.
Well, the problem is, and if you look on where we're going to, like way up here. There's a lot of drainage, I mean, this is all drainage right here.
Yeah.
This is drainage, this is drainage,
Yeah.
they're all marks. So,
So we have to do
Kind of
it.
go down and search and rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our next subject.
that's a big one.
Yeah,
Drainage.
drainage, those two, Burnt Gulch and, North Crestone. I think that's the next thing to do, because it's,
We've read that in the master.
we read it, that's the next chapter too, is the two drainage spots.
We actually came up in our, wasn't it? It was almost a top priority.
Yeah, in our board retreat, we talked about drainage a lot.
So you have prices on it, you have like expenses on
So
either one?
I talked to the engineer today, we went through I mean, literally everything that we're doing and more, you know. But we talked about how, they did a report on Bill Gulch, and I think he knows a lot about North Preston.
Yeah.
So they're gonna start researching that and pulling everything together for us.
I would say North Crestone would be easy enough because you already have an established runoff space.
Exactly.
So you just have to bring it back up to date.
Right.
Okay, so you need
But
a,
but the problem with that is it's on Forest Service land, not on our land.
so what does that mean? You gotta get
I mean,
permission?
that they might need to have like the Army Corps of Engineers
Yeah.
come in there and actually do
Yeah.
like a real.
Did you get one?
Um,
An old one would work. In other words, you did it in 2005, is it?
we did a drainage report, but we didn't do, I don't know if they did the one on Crestone, to figure out exactly how to engineer it.
Okay, so it has to be engineered by somebody.
We have a town engineer now, and we have that, we just never really used one.
I mean, I don't know where
SGM.
you're paying.
Oh, SGM, yeah, they're great.
Yeah, I would
I
do
just found
that
out that
first.
they went from a 12-person company, when our engineer came in, to 135 employees, and I was like,
The past 5 years.
no, I'm in a pretty good.
So they're working all around
Where's
the
it
area.
located?
They're out of, Grand Junction, I believe.
Okay.
Should I say Grand? Maybe? Is it, I don't know, I think it's Grand Junction, but it could be. But, near Grand Junction, Glenn. Glenn, it could be Glenn. But anyway, they already have offices everywhere though. They have an office in Slida, they have an office in Aspen, an office in Durango.
So that's why the 135.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he has 50 engineers, and they do all sorts of things, everything.
this is who we have as our engineer.
Yeah, we have them as our engineer now, of course, we still have to pay them, it's not.
So you have to do a budget on that.
Well, we have to see, like, for instance, the cemetery is, we need an engineer, so they're gonna do a little research and see how much it's gonna cost, and if it costs more than, I think it's even just 5,000, then we're gonna have to go out with the
Where is that?
cemetery is here.
I don't know, I heard about Galena. You know, talking
Well,
about-
Galena, yeah, I look up here.
Oh, and
then
then
it's
it goes
here.
down, that's right.
But I just put.
Yeah,
So, you're the key to, I'll show you what we got. It's really good. I should give it to you,
Are we coming in there?
No.
People sit down. So, let's start. Yeah, that's a good idea. No, I think we might have it in your book. Let's see. We have a,
this is really cool.
oh,
You have to look at this, if you want. There it is. There the road comes in, not road report.
Yeah. I mean,
Is there a cemetery plot at 41 point square? 41. Is it 42 point? 42, yeah, there it is, 42.8, so it's 43. The existing cemetery is right here.
is this a green, the green area?
Greenville is within the cemetery.
Does this include the Azil, you know, I'm trying to say the Cielo Azul? That's
No, that was
Oh,
over
they got
here.
some, oh.
For some reason, this is an old image.
Okay.
But they can take this, the CAD file, you can take it and insert it over any image now.
Oh, cool.
So they can get an updated image, this is just what he had,
Mm.
because this is like Google Earth background of them. So that's what Stephen wanted. You know, Stephen Owens right here, right here,
Yeah.
I don't know, this is Alan Brown here, see,
Oh, it says right there.
Alan Snyder, and this is BLM, I believe. But the road comes in along, so here's the edge of the line, so you can see it kind of juts in a little bit. And then
Alright.
eventually, yeah, so it is on Stevens, this is what Steve's complaining about, this section.
What is he saying?
Oh, he's like, I'm gonna close that road, we're never gonna be able to get in there,
Because,
because he doesn't like. But anyway, then it cuts on, so one idea was to turn this road into, just go across here,
yeah.
and then take, but there's a gate here,
Uh,
and there's, you know, a monument here, anyway, it's
Well, it's,
trickier
yeah, because this is really narrow.
than, but if he does close this section of road, which he's not really supposed to, because it's considered an evacuation route as well. But he
Right.
also goes over here
You wouldn't,
onto his.
so you wouldn't have to close this, you would just have to avert traffic going to the cemetery onto an area here. And then leave.
No, this is where it
open.
comes in.
Oh, well, what is this then?
This is the road going out into the BLM land.
Oh, okay.
So, and to the pet cemetery.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I guess he was having some problems on this road and he keeps threatening to close it, but he hasn't done it yet.
Well, it looks pretty narrow. And
It's
it's
really
really
narrow.
what it
It's
does.
really narrow, really bumpy,
Yeah.
but it might be good, you know, eventually to just do that, connect. But, so this, what this does is, this is a LiDAR survey, so they use drones and you can see the red.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you, black and white.
Oh, the elevations.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
so that was what was just done, and
This is pretty flat, and this has got a nice run up here and here and there, right?
so this is what they're gonna use to figure out where we can extend our cemetery.
Oh,
And so what they do is they come in and the engineers actually come in and. The engineers come in and they're gonna say, okay, well, you have an existing road over here. This would be a good spot to build, but you have to do some work over, you know, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like a whole,
yeah.
interesting
Well,
explore.
you only have like one plot left. Right? Two
One.
plots. So this is full.
It is, except that we might have some, if we do the research, we might actually have, some that expired, we gotta, that's.
Oh,
We
yeah.
gotta reclaim from people.
Who
We
does
can
that?
reclaim.
Do you do that? You do it on the list.
Lane has What?
Lane has actually, like, some.
Does she?
Needs one,
Do you know why they have a fence around there?
Yeah.
Is there a fence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps the dead end.
People are dying to get in.
Yeah, they are. They died.
They say don't check out before you check in.
Yeah.
That's what it says on the thing. But anyway, I thought this was cool. It was an expensive survey, but the cool thing about it when it's on a CAD file, so in other words, if you put it into a program, you drop it in and then you can zoom in and the lines get more and more detailed.
Sure.
They have up to, it's 300 images per square meter. That's how close it goes in
A
there.
meter is like that. 300
No, meter, that's a centimeter. A meter is like this.
Oh, a meter, that's right.
3 feet by 3 feet.
Oh,
So
what's it?
300 images
Oh, that's
inside
still a
that,
lot.
still.
That's a lot, yeah.
So that's how you can get really detailed.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Sure.
But I mean, it's still
No,
pretty
it's
cool,
sort of
it's still pretty
that,
cool,
you know.
because you're basically looking at the ground and what the ground.
And you don't see it here at all, it's just like it's all
It's
flat.
hard to see that.
But what do I see?
So when they use
So
their
here's, right
program,
here is like brown.
you can kind of see, it, you can't see it.
Well, you become more treated, huh?
I was saying, now that you point, I can see that.
Yeah, there's a spot
The
here.
original idea was to kind of take the cemetery up here and span like this triangle, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's,
I don't know how many plots in here?
I think you got the map, no, it's more,
100?
yeah, at least 100.
But if there is
So you assume that if you had something like that, you'd have another 100. So that might be.
Could be that it goes over here and out this way, we don't know exactly where.
No, this is up and down, this is very deep right here, see, so you, like you said, you probably have to be triangular.
But I think we already have a thing where the water comes down and you see that little
Yeah,
groove that actually comes in,
oh, it comes in there,
so they've been kind of doing things to.
yeah, you have to put a barn. Or something.
Yeah, catchment water. Anyway, I just brought this in today, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can see here Crestone and the cemetery layout.
This is that.
Right over here.
The cemetery is almost as big as town, it's like.
No, it's not. Town is 40 acres. These are
So this is about
40,
1/4.
80, 120, no, 40, 80, 120, 160, and then 200 and then 240.
Okay.
Plus, but
So
it's not
that's
here.
this right here.
Yeah, that's all.
So this is like.
Yeah.
Compared to some quarter of the town.
There's only 200 people in there.
Yeah. 200.
Well, this is, I mean, there's only like 100 people living there.
Yeah.
Too much information.
This one right here could be, and these could be annexed. There's a whole thing about annexation and half an hour, 2 months, they were bringing the town. And there's a connection to the mountain out. They'll get their whole town about combination. Wow, genius, you know, a lot. And then there's something called a flagpole annex, which is kind of an interesting one, where you can take a piece of land and go out like a flagpole, and then it opens out into a good piece. So long as it's like a strip, but it's touching on it, yeah, they're touching it, they do this thing. That's 2 different ways of annexing something, but actually, if down here, say like people were like complaining that they can't be part of town, well, if the POA annexed in this section here, and then you started annexing in Vaca, you could actually start annexing in Vaca down here. If you know.
Well, that's what, that's, I think what they suggested was just do the small sections at a time.
Right, but there's a green belt in between, so like,
Yeah.
so the POA would have to vote on. So you have to have something like a third or half of the numbers, I guess.
And that's never been.
So you need an IGA.
Not even IGA, it would have to be like a vote on their end, to donate it to town, or do something in town, and then they would own this piece of land over here. And then people could start annexing in.
So, tell me something about this, what's happening with, this land and this land? What is actually going on? with
So we
it?
talked about that,
Yeah.
it has to be so basically, your charter school is run by the school district, and the school district would have to kind of give the charter school permission to work out a deal.
Yeah,
And then we would all have to sit down together and figure out, if this land, how much of this land would go to the town and trade with this for this.
so like an equal amount of footage or something?
Right, so according to, one woman that I just talked to, she said, why don't you just donate it to the church fund?
Go away.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean, the switch sounds good if you just would have a meeting.
Yeah, I mean, if you look here, there's actually, we have, if we added it up to the, all this acreage, all this acreage, all this, including this. So it actually comes to more like 10 point something acres. This is almost exactly 20 acres.
Okay.
The county wants a little bit of this land here to do their
Maintenance road?
kiosk. They wanna do a kiosk.
Oh, so where's the kiosk? Is that it? Oh, it's right over there.
So they want like a certain section of this land,
Yeah.
then,
See, now,
the funny thing, I talked to, Bert, who designed it. It's a really cool design. It's got all
that's
these-
it,
it's really sweet.
yeah.
But they would need some POA land over here,
Hmm.
which he said they could just condemn.
The town?
No,
You're right.
the county, they could just condemn it. And he said they would put up a fight.
Well, it's how much land?
It's like
A lot.
maybe an acre.
Oh,
It's not worth the lawyer's fees.
Not worth the lawyer's fees.
Yeah, okay.
So they would just condemn a section over here, the charter school would have to donate and subdivide a section over here. And then there's a section over here, I think this.
Is it across from the road? No, it's right in here. Oh, it's right here. Yeah, this land right here.
That's superintendent of school in the city.
No, it would be the district, or the school board. So I think they have a board for them, and then they also have a school board, so there's like actually two boards.
Yeah. Now, my question is, where is the recreational land that's in Massachusetts? The piece of land that's for recreation. Oh, it's up there.
Pretty cool.
But if you switch it, it would come down here.
We don't know, I mean, because this line goes this way.
That goes
I
up.
mean, you could actually continue all this,
Yeah,
and that would be part of it. So if we said, okay, we'll trade this, and then we'll take like an area, and then,
equal, yeah.
it's all kind of
Like
there.
this
Now this,
would be, it would be like there.
right, and then they probably want access going, if they took this road, they could have access going down here to cross over our road.
Yeah.
There's a lot,
Okay, but
lot of options. I don't know, we all need to, I mean, we're the planning commission, we could
what do we do?
come up with a plan.
Okay, let's do that. But it's- I'm not ready to do these things and they go, okay, good night. I mean, this is important because, it's been going on for so
So
long.
long.
And the school wants to do something with it and the
Yeah.
town, people want to do
Well, one
something.
of the things that's big that's changed is that Safe Routes to School Road now comes right along the border here. And then kind of winds its way up to school here,
The trail.
the new trail.
Yeah.
So it automatically creates like a normal cutoff.
That's great. Then
But
they
the
should,
question is whether we wanna have, I mean, this would be absolutely ideal for like a big pond,
the town. Oh, for a pond, water catchment.
giant pond, that you could actually divert.
Wow. Well, it depends on the soil.
You could divert water down and send it like down here and then back
Oh
over
my
here
God.
from Burkeville.
So-
Things in there.
See how,
Yeah, you could dragonfly learn.
see how they tie in together?
I know.
So first of all, the design for Burn Gulch, water, and then this comes into play.
I know.
And then when that comes into play, these come into play. So those are.
But try to get that over to the town or get it into something that,
Yeah.
they agree with or
Yeah,
under educational.
yeah.
I mean, I think it could be very educational.
I think that would be good instead of,
They want both.
It has to have some educational for it.
who wants a volunteer in the school?
So here's the thing
What's,
about,
whose is this?
That's a private, it's a private one.
The people that own it.
Yeah.
That's where the trigger is.
So if you think about it, we have to kind of base it on needs, so we could start writing the needs that the town wants.
Exactly.
You know, the cool thing is if the road went this way, we would have a safety route, you know,
Out of town.
out of town.
Yeah.
We could even connect it to that trailhead and figure that out. In fact, Bert, who's the architect for that, stated that sometimes when you have a bigger project,
Yeah.
it can override a smaller
Well,
project.
that's what, almost everything he's designed has been like too big to get the money for it. So, I mean, you start out small,
Start out small, like a
Yeah.
parking lot,
yeah.
but it could all integrate together.
All right, so in your next meeting, you're gonna call the charter school, right?
Ah, I mean, I would start designing it and then we all sit down as a board.
You've been actually designing, what?
Like if you take, like I can print these maps, or you
Yeah, yeah.
start drawing on it, just come up with ideas.
Well, Adam has got a design.
It's got some,
So then we
but it
will.
doesn't include that new trail.
Right,
It doesn't include the fact that this already has a big plan, and it's already been paid for $120,000 plan.
the charter school plan.
No, our plan, we created it.
What's your plan?
We had it planned out, remember Bert created.
Oh, yeah, track one.
Track one plan.
Yeah, and that is way overridden.
Oh, yeah, but it's also,
But the small parts of it can happen, parking lot, like I said. You all right? Time.
but the other option, you know, the other option is to say, that they take all the back area and we take the front area, but then it doesn't include the road.
So how big is this? I mean,
This whole piece right here is 20.
okay, so this is about 5, that's 8. Yeah, okay, that's all we need.
Unless you wanna continue the road.
Yeah, you wanna continue there, but what I'm talking about is use. Community use, town use, whatever.
And they already have, you see this is like natural drainage.
So it's up to the charter school board and the county school board.
No, the-
I think the governing,
Governing council of the charter school.
Yeah. I know, they're all,
I'm happy to hear this over the terms of.
and then the town board, and, I mean,
County school board would have to.
probably in the whole scheme of things, the other thing we have to do, we would have to do a subdivision, which goes to the county. County divided, it's like, here, this is all subdivided. When it becomes annexed, then it becomes zoning. It's a three-part thing.
And how long does it take you?
It depends, I think, everybody, you know, you bring it to the county, you get it surveyed properly,
Yeah.
draw the lines of everything,
Yeah,
and that subdivides it.
yeah,
And you say we want this annexed,
yeah,
but they might not want their section annexed,
yeah,
they might wanna leave it county. But then you annex it because it's bordering town,
yeah.
and then you zone it.
Do we have enough students for ball field?
But then this fish from Oscar come here.
Yeah, they have games.
I mean, it is kind of a big grade going down, the road would have to really.
Yeah,
flatten it out. We could probably do something over here, but, I mean,
I would say, yeah, they'd have to, they could move, if this is hard, they can move the soil over to there.
I mean, we have to decide what our needs are. And then
As the
the
town,
town.
okay, what?
I mean, one would be a road that,
Yeah,
because that becomes an evacuation.
yeah, and then the other would be drainage.
The other, well, drainage is kind of like, I don't think we're gonna get both, because I don't think we're gonna, so they have to decide if they wanna, you know, make that into a drainage area.
Okay.
But we're gonna have to figure something out.
Sitting for drainage.
Yeah.
Right,
About 10 to 20 kids, and depending on football or volleyball, that go.
that age?
Really long.
You guys know about the front gulch?
I ended up picking a lot of.
Front gulch, the rodeo fan.
Uh-huh.
Up above it, the big gulch. Doesn't have a lake attached to it, or Crestone has a lake. Okay. No, when you go back there, it was kind of goes into the bigger mountain, but it doesn't mean they can't flood. If a big rain came,
Oh, they have.
that's some of our bigger relatives in from that.
I was taking.
And what happens is, it comes out of the gulch, it opens out in what's called a rodeo fan.
So what, like.
It kind of fingers out like that, and water goes wherever it wants to go if it's not directed, so it just, it can cause all sorts of damage in town. So, you know, keeping that in mind, if you know where
Not the school.
your drainage come through.
I don't know, I mean.
And then also being careful of your neighbors.
I mean, once
that
they,
you're not
once
directing
they,
their- So
level
when you're
it out,
building,
and then
think about that.
Or you
put grass in or whatever.
There's a drainage goes through there.
That's probably only, but if there's drainage problems
Yeah.
there, it doesn't look
So,
like.
I mean, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna be hit with some of the
Oh,
water.
yeah.
You know, that looks
But
pretty
it comes
flat.
down in like
Yeah.
sheets.
I walked it a lot.
Major, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We've had a couple of storms this year,
I wanna,
It's like, like.
probably like 5 years.
oh, yeah, it is.
So what they're thinking
Yeah, yeah.
about,
Just-
the big ones are like 50 years.
Yeah, there's,
100
yeah,
years.
flash
And
runoff.
those become, you know, we have one.
Be
of those where-
interesting, I could do that too, I went to school, cause I used to walk that.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Yeah,
Pete Thompson.
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
same one.
Is that the one that hit, the Lions?
Yep.
Off the drain.
It's just water, the cloud just hung. Very close.
Just kept coming, you know.
Yeah, and like, gosh, gosh.
Yeah.
We had a friend out there, barely got out there, waist high. I mean, they were holding down and. We don't like that.
But it goes pretty far back, the lakes part way back here.
Yeah, they know we're back
Yeah, that's.
in the Rocky Mountain.
Right. Yeah, I mean, here, you know, we're kind of lucky, the Baca was taking a lot worse hit, and it had that, you got cars that dropped in the pool. You know.
You're out.
Town is lucky, Burkle is the only real major one, the rest of them could come down, and that would be a really good guy.
Yeah.
Come down and rule, but then we're talking about a floodgate on those Crestone. The view is so full of roads, but the, like right next to you,
I never said that.
going home. But yeah, it's,
Oh, yeah.
try to be as proactive as you can.
Yeah.
General, it's like,
But then you get the thousand years in and all this happening.
you know, they have
No.
Flooding that happened.
Like here of
Sluggery.
sluggery.
and the hurricane that happened on the coast usually.
And I haven't, we.
And also it's
Put it on Sirius.
Austin, Tennessee. and-
I'll tell you.
I mean,
Drove, but she didn't drive.
we're gonna go.
I drove and she drove a car until it
I know.
was driving
I
it.
really wanna work with the
You know, he
engineers.
used to help
I know
with Dr.
they-
Doodle.
He was a model, at least like a big.
Okay, yeah.
No,
Were you up the hill?
that one.
No, the direct was right next door to the
I thought you were in that house on the corner
Yeah,
there.
you guys don't have to worry about that one.
Skyview, down Grant Way.
Down-
Yeah, Sky, by the way, yeah,
And everybody,
yeah.
I
Right,
mean,
that was Skyview, yeah,
yeah, I mean, the unfortunate thing is sometimes.
Yeah.
Half about Grant Way and then
yeah.
right on
People will be aware of this.
Yeah, yeah,
And then the
but
second,
some kind of.
Just hope it's not.
you know, the second house. on the
20
left.
or down we're going.
Yeah, then farther up.
Alright.
Okay, guys, I think I'm going to
Oh,
adjourn.
well, I just wanted to finish up with the,
Okay,
you were moving stuff, we definitely make sidetracks,
yes,
so now you know, you can start designing.
I can, I probably have to talk to Adam and
Yeah.
then,
He
designing.
might not wanna give you, he's kind of
I know.
still pissed about it.
You think about what?
Well, he was the one that originally designed that stuff,
Yeah.
and then when we brought it back, he was just like, why should I give you my information? You know.
Ariel
Yeah.
could get it from.
I don't think that, I mean.
Huh?
Which islands?
Adam Kinney,
Oh,
he came up with a really cool plan, but Elaine and Karina fought him.
they shut it down. You know.
Oh, well, we wouldn't wanna shoot him down. He's probably worked for many years, and the school supports him. So,
So anyway, the thing is that, you know, the planning commission is somewhat responsible, unfortunately, but. You know, we had a lack of information, there was, you know, if we would have caught it, it would have been great,
I'm not sure, did we approve the second plan too?
we did.
We
but
did, we had
We
to
approved
take
it
it out
differently,
there.
That wasn't me.
But we didn't even notice that we were all on the tap fees and.
yeah, we were thinking about other
Day
things.
of that, we were talking about, that's why I was like, I was.
And they didn't notice it, so nobody noticed it until they started building. And the thing is that Kirsten didn't catch it either, or else she would have said, hey, by the way, you guys shouldn't be doing this. Because she didn't even know about the setback.
No, I don't know who knew about it,
I don't
that's to
think,
be assumed, that, you know, we can assume
I think we have. to
that
at
the
this point.
engineers knew about it.
The engineers should have known, they're engineers for crying out loud.
I think they were going off the premise that PUDs override setbacks. But they weren't taking into consideration there's only a 29-foot road there.
That's right.
So it was approved and it was like, all right, we don't have to even look into it because the board approved it.
Kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, but the weird thing is their building application that basically stated they were gonna follow that.
Yeah, it's not like it was like, like defrauding.
But that's the thing, is had you seen a 5-foot setback, it might have set off a little bit of.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, I would have been like, that's too close.
Right.
Yeah, wait, and I'm surprised that an engineering company did not pick up on that. You know,
So could have been they knew it was too close to the road, but they just.
I think it was on the plan and they assumed, you know.
If they got the
that-
approval,
Yeah. It was on the plan.
They laughed about it after they got it.
there was another, I was gonna show you guys, though, funny enough, here. On this one, let's see,
Whose organization is that's someone we know?
these were the plans they said they submitted, huh?
Is it someone we know?
Which one?
Runs the living wisdom, please?
Yeah, you know. What I wanted to show you was this. Well, I mean, you can see here,
Yeah.
I mean, it's really hard, it's not,
There's the road.
yeah, careful on my
Oh,
screen.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Oh, it's a glass, it's glass.
This is glass, and it's not touchscreen.
Oh,
But here's the community center, and, this is the plans that were approved, but I mean, you cannot see.
It looks close, but you can't tell how many feet.
You can't tell how
if
many
it's
feet.
20 or 5. or-
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they
There's no
specifically
grid.
said, yeah,
well, what's the setback on the moon?
we don't know,
There's no
because
feet
it's,
anywhere.
there's
Well,
no,
I think that's what you have to go
11 and a
for,
quarter.
make sure.
except on the new plans over there
Yeah,
that we have,
yeah.
it specifically says that they're in the setback, I can show you,
So these were the ones that got approved,
Chip, you wanna get them? Huh?
these are the ones that got approved based on.
These were the original ones,
Ah, it's the original one.
these are the ones that,
Oh, so
they're
it's
claiming,
never very clear.
that's what we're.
Ah,
So where's-
Well, I mean, we gotta argue it somehow, it's like, we're gonna argue,
argue what?
we're gonna argue whether we were, these were clear enough to make a distinction, cause there's nothing here.
Yeah,
that
but
says
what happens if you say we were clear and there was no distinction? Then what? What do they have to do? You know what I mean? What's
Yeah.
the
I
argument?
mean, look at this one. Look at that, I mean, that looks way more.
I don't think.
That's the building. No,
That's, that's the road
Community
there.
garden, community building right here,
Yeah,
community center, oh wait, no, that's weird.
No, it would be, no,
No,
where
it's
is it?
it's just a cut, it's a cut off.
That's the back. Okay, it would be over here somewhere. There it is. There you go. It would be very good there, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about the setback.
I can't read it. It's like-
We can find things.
That's, who would have had it? Did Irene have it? Oh, what's that?
These are the
That's the second.
Oh, this is the second, after they said no change, then they submitted this with changes, but it was already approved.
Exactly.
Was thinking someone that they were, wanted like defrauded.
Well,
There were so many details that they were considering at the time.
the problem that they have is that their building permit is under purview. Their building, application is,
Yeah,
if they're not accurate on it, then it's under
it's
purview.
recorded, and they said there's no changes, right, for the new plans?
Yeah, it's me, but it's.
Yeah, so that's the case, so if they're stop.
Well,
I don't think she was on. the commission. It's not-
Oh, here.
It's been here.
so these are setbacks, 20 foot. This is
Ah.
10, that's 20.
And this is the five.
This is where they are.
Poor Dave, he's been like
Yeah,
20 years.
so that's what, this line right here is community building, so the building is like, what, how many feet from the road?
High, right?
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, I can do close up that really don't
And
know.
so this shows 10 feet, and then this is in the middle, so it's 5, it is 5. But these weren't submitted when it was approved.
These were submitted
After.
after. But we were all thinking about how they're gonna get their water and sewer, that was our.
Yeah, they had 5 points that they were trying to settle with CPCH. And those were really important ones, I mean, it seemed more important. But I would say, yeah, that the only thing is, if there's no road there, then you have no road. Right? I mean, just so that the owners of the houses across the street have to get in there.
They could get in through the back way if they want.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I'm trying to see if it said anything about setback.
oh, yeah. You can all better than new,
For this one,
okay?
southbound,
Oh, so,
northbound.
southbound would be. Mhm.
And northbound, if it's,
Okay,
well, it's, it's so funny that they actually put in the 10-foot setback, or 20-foot setbacks into the
here's
plans.
10 and here's 10,
But now
but they didn't build it that way. And now that's a thing to have, it's right on the plan and they didn't do it.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah,
And then I'm looking back at when they sent me cause they sent it to me physically, the email is dated March 5th. And we met as planning commission on March 4th.
ah,
Day after.
That's part of our timeline.
Yeah.
so I mean, you do have a case. But whether you.
I wanna find the original plans like this of the original
The
one,
original.
and not find them, there's nowhere to be found. Like we found this stuff, we found like the
I think
detail.
that's all we got.
Usually. Box file.
Yeah, I don't think we got.
I don't know if we got the full thing.
I don't think
That
we
would
did.
explain where we don't have it.
Yeah, I don't think we got them. But they didn't have anything yet, they were still,
I never remember seeing a packet.
no, I don't either.
You
No.
don't remember anything.
I don't remember seeing.
No,
Plans
Just
of
what
what
I
that-
mean.
Like I said, Allison, that we have a closet that's dedicated to plans and.
And I found
Like, you
a
can
roll.
go the whole.
no, I don't think we had a full plan. I think they were gonna give it to us.
So we have them and we could ask them to bring them and we can compare them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring the original.
Yeah.
yeah, but if this is the newer design and that, and
Next thing.
Well, if they're gonna come, they should bring those original plans.
I think they made
Shoot,
a
shoot.
They made a mistake, this engineering company made a mistake, because it's right on the plan and they didn't follow it.
So I think,
Well,
but then we have a letter from Gene, who said that Gene was our lawyer, he said specifically that subdivision,
oh, yeah, that's right.
So you have that.
So,
And that came out of Kizen pushing, because it's a mess, it's a mess.
so somehow. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, what it looks like is that you have to put that road off. And just consider that to be set back
But
area.
the thing is, we wanna make sure that we're settling it correctly, because we don't wanna create a precedent
Uh-huh, we always do.
that says if somebody messes up,
Yeah, that's
that all of
true.
a sudden it becomes like a.
So it should be a legal letter, legal form stating that the engineering company did not follow their own plans, okay?
They
that
follow
has
the
to be-
plan,
No, there's.
no, they
setbacks right
follow
there.
the plan, they just didn't follow the setbacks that were on the plans.
Exactly, but I mean, you stated it legally,
Yeah,
and at least it's been stated, so. If you
Yeah,
have to
they
go
knew.
back-
they knew that there was 20-foot setbacks.
Yeah, it's
It's
there.
written on the building permit.
On the plans and the building permit.
Yeah, so, and I don't think we got all of the papers. Cause I remember that laying them out and the top page was the layout of the buildings. It was not all those, table of contents and all of that, you know.
Yeah, that was hard for me because half of it's before me.
I know,
Or
My question
not
would be,
even-
if they knew,
yeah,
if they knew that there was gonna be only a 5-foot setback, why didn't she make us aware of it?
but there is nothing that states that it should be a 5-foot setback. It's
Also
10 and 10.
those letters that they wrote, I was like, why would?
That's what even-
In there.
It said in a lot of the letters, they
They
won't
want
follow
all
the
that
setback.
and follow the setback.
Yeah, so the thing is that you're penalizing something that has to go through. So you have to figure out what would you do, but as long as you state that you know that the engineering company did not follow their own plans, then at least it's stated, but if you can't do anything about it, then the only thing
They
is.
follow the plans, they just didn't follow the setbacks that they put on the,
Yeah, they didn't follow the plans on setbacks on the plan, right? Okay,
and they didn't state setbacks. Why did they do setbacks on those plans and not on this one, the original ones?
Yeah.
So that we could see.
For sure, and then it brings into question why it was stated to you that there were only small, minor changes made when there were actually major changes.
I would say they didn't even realize it themselves. You can't read that. It's very hard to read that,
Very hard.
especially for the group of seniors, the women who are doing the work. Okay,
So there's gonna have to be some compromise. We're gonna have to figure something out.
I feel like it
Well,
also
I think you
seems to
figured
be
it out,
needing
so-
to like
huh?
beef up, for lack of a better term, our like processes for building permit
Oh, yeah.
applications, like commercial, residential, PUDs, everything, just like having like a more stringent process.
Like have like,
Plus, I think what I need is a list of things to look for. I mean, really,
Well, if you look at the building permit though, I mean, it's a starting list. I mean, you can see that,
yeah, yeah.
you guys, I mean, maybe it's not super detailed, but it's pretty clear that you guys have a certain amount of land, you're in a certain, zone, and that you have certain setbacks, and, I mean, those are the major things.
I gave them the zoning code and they were able to follow it. like,
Yeah.
to
the times I build stuff, I always did it like
T.
you, like right in the middle,
Problem
so
is
not right
finding
next to
it.
the road. You gotta pay a little more for the pipes and stuff for the electric.
It's in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle, that's what I like.
Did you draw all these up yourself?
We had a survey, they
Okay,
put stake in the middle, like two diagonal lines, and built off the,
wow.
on the exact middle.
So how far are you on it now? Nothing. Six in the ground. Six, yeah.
Yeah, you have like one line in front of you empty and one behind you empty.
And we're mitigating, that's what he's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the trees.
Great.
Yeah, that's what you're choosing.
One of the things we have that's good, that's going for us in, land unit developments and whatnot, is that we denied the county from doing a development up over there. And I'm actually really relieved that we did that.
Yeah,
They were really pissed, because they
I know.
went through the whole process of, checking out the land and using taxpayer money to have it.
To build in that same area?
Same area, just further down.
but it would have been so much more controversy because of the road and the runoff and the water. So, and I couldn't understand at first, because Karina was she was like trying so hard to get it built. And you weren't.
Really, the county one?
The county, yeah, the multi-unit.
Oh, yeah, she
Oh my
went.
God, she met with him without us.
Oh.
remember? She wanted to, she really wanted it to happen. But I don't think you did.
Well, I didn't, because I knew that we weren't gonna be able to provide them the utilities they needed, and they weren't
Right.
offering anything on their end, saying like,
We can do this.
yeah, we'll put in another tank, or,
Yeah,
or you.
no,
You have the most experience with this stuff.
Well, not really. I mean, the other thing that we're thinking about doing is taking the PUD out of the code. So there's no more PUDs allowed.
They just have to follow code and that's it.
Yeah, they just,
so it would be a local code that you can take it out? A
We can take
local
it out.
Municipality
it would,
can take it
Yeah.
out and not use it?
yeah, we put, IKEA put it in.
Oh,
Ah,
She knew. Of course, she knew all the rules. She wrote the rules.
oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
and then she did.
all this stuff was written by her.
Once I seen it on the front page, I was like, oh, yeah, she's smart.
Yeah, and the free box building, she was also involved
So
in
she's
that
probably
one.
laughing about it, that because she got one over, yeah, that's what
I think she was at one point. Now she's not.
Yeah, that's coming to haunt her.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Don't watch this video
Okay.
like you.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I second it.
Okay, I guess you can,
Oh, would you second it?
Yeah, second.
Okay.
now vote.
Oh, and now, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I,
Aye. Aye.
I have to guide her in being chair. She'll get it.
I'll get it, and it's really simple, but it seems like for some reason,
It's hard to remember some of the language.
yes, the terms. And like